Hey guys, it's Danny Bell. I hope you guys are having an awesome day today so far. If you're a subscriber, welcome back, and if you're new to the channel, I'm so glad you're here. Today we're back on our Wintercore island of Polarbelle, and we're going to be doing another speed build. I'm super excited because, you guys, it's been a minute. I feel like we've been inundated with villager hunts, so if you missed the last couple villager hunts, please check it out. We really did find some stellar dreamies for this Wintercore island. Today for the speed build, I wanted to decorate this peninsula. Now, I know this is something that there's been so many amazingly creative ideas in our Animal Crossing community on how to decorate your peninsula, so I thought we could put a villager house over here. It's been super on trend to do a little bit of terraforming if you're lucky enough to have a peninsula that's super wide and flat like this one, and so I thought we could fill in this entire area over here and kind of create an observatory type of area for Ione, and I think it'll be fun. A little stargazing area for her, real natural, so if you're looking for that type of design for your island, let's speed things up and get going. Okay, so first things first, we need to do a little bit of terraforming. I'll probably skip through part of this because it is a lot. We're basically taking this entire area up to the second tier, and then once we kind of get this main base area to work with, I'll go ahead and start shaping the area to make it look a little bit more natural, because I can say for sure with the terraforming, it looks super block-like when you begin, but it really is an art form. It sort of reminds me of ice sculpting. If you can kind of just create a larger space that you're looking to decorate and then chip away at it, really does work out well. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and add an incline so that we have a way to get up here. This area is slightly just off over from resident services, so I want to make a nice little pathway to create a nice flow on the island. And then I'm going to connect the area by bringing up this section here by the peninsula. Now I do want to add some cedar trees, so just remember, if you're doing trees in the area, I personally like to kind of put in a couple of trees here and there to see how they look. I do believe, in my own opinion, that I think it's easier to grow your trees in an area outside of your build, just because I think it's easier to decorate with full-grown trees. That's my opinion. I know everyone is a little bit different, especially if you are just starting out on your island. It does take 5 days to fully grow a tree from seed or sapling all the way up to full grown, but I think it's a lot easier that way. If you are doing terraforming, there are certain areas, like you do have to have one square all the way around the tree available to be able to plant the natural trees. So I find it helpful to have the trees full grown, because that way if I'm planting everything and I put it in, I know for sure that they're going to fit and how the finished product is going to look. Now if you're growing your own trees while you're building, there is always a chance that you might plant it, and then if there's not enough blocks surrounding it, you won't know until the next day or two that it's not growing properly. So that's just a little tip for any of our new friends that are new to the channel or new to the Animal Crossing game itself. Like, I do find it easier to do it that way. Okay, so we're going to shape this just a little bit on this side of the cliff, and then this side over here, like I said, we're going to be putting a few trees in and then decorating with a lot of natural scaping. Now, necessities for natural scaping. I really love the wheat field item. We've used a ton of it on this island. Not so much when we did Honeybelle. If you missed that journey on the channel, if you're looking for city core type of ideas, we did a realistic city core island called Honeybelle 2.0. It was super fun. Not a lot of trees going on that island, so it's actually been really great being able to kind of do more of the natural landscaping on this island. I for sure missed it, and it's just a totally different type of decorating. Okay, so now let's go ahead and start adding some pathing. So that for sure takes a ton of time. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna place this wheat field item only because I need to make sure it's there before I place the house. We're gonna go ahead and jump to tomorrow because I wanna go ahead and redecorate the exterior of her house. Yes, love it, super cute. I just prefer this design. I kind of thought this would be a nice option for Ione, and I wanted to keep with the light blue and white for that particular type of coloration, so I think this will work out really well. All right, let's get going on some pathing because we have so much pathing to do. For this section just next to the house, I want to use a ton of this snowy rock path. I really love this path. I think it's probably the primary go-to pattern I've been using all throughout the island for the walkways on Polarbelle, but I really love it. It's super cute. It's got the little snow on it and these super adorable paw prints. So I will be sure to put the custom design code in the description of the video for you guys. So if you're looking for something like this to use on your island, you'll have it readily available. We're going to put in a lot of these glowing moss boulders. I love these too. They just look like the perfect mound of snow that's sort of in the process of melting on the island. So I think creating a natural aesthetic, there's just so many creative uses for some of these items. I don't know that this is what this item was meant for, but I just think it's very, very convincing pile of snow. So it's going to work out nicely here. We're going to surround it with some more of the wheat field item, and then I decided that what makes it also easier for me when I'm decorating, if I kind of have an idea of where I'm going to be putting out the trees, I've started doing this thing where I will sort of take some of the pathing, the in-game pathing, either the dirt or sand. Well, yeah, you could do the sand. If you're planting palm trees, if you put a square of sand down for the in-game path, you can actually plant palm trees on the mainland. In this case, there's not going to be a lot of palm trees on Polarbelle, so I'm just planting some of these pine or cedar trees, and I just think marking those out ahead of time for sure makes it easier for me as I'm placing items, so I kind of have an idea of where the trees are gonna go, and yeah, just makes it a little bit easier for me. So there's a little tip for y'all if you're newer to decorating and trying to come up with ways to streamline your decorating process. I think that kind of marking out where your trees go ahead can make a big difference. Okay, let's put some items here. I'm not really sure on the pathing here. We might actually switch this to a brick pattern. I just kind of wanted to place where the walkway was going to be, where these stone patterns will go. And then I'm thinking we can put maybe like a little telescope or a little sitting area for Ione over here, and then a transition area here so that we can kind of head over into this more natural area next to her yard that we're sort of building up. I think we'll probably go with this brick. Love this brick. Okay, so this one as well, we use this in the penguin neighborhood. So if you are looking for ideas for a neighborhood for your villagers, we did a frozen, sort of like an iceberg penguin neighborhood. It was really fun, and I'm really happy with how it came together, and yeah, really like that one. So I think we're going to use this pattern again because it's super cute, and I think it could work really well in a town core island as well. It's very versatile, something that you can sort of incorporate not only for your villager yards in a natural type of island like this, but you could use it in town and it would be super cute. All right, we need to put a little bit of glowing pieces in here. So I do love the frozen items. I think that they just look so beautiful at night, and considering that the aurora is so stellar this time of year, I have a feeling we might be uploading this stream in the nighttime, and this is just not working for me. Do y'all ever have moments when you're trying to place an item and no matter how hard you try, it just isn't working? Yes, watch me struggle, world, with this wood partition. Okay, change of plans. We're gonna stick some wood partitions right here because I'm trying to kind of hide the ugliness of this cliff, and unfortunately because of the space we only have a half a square. I can't plant the vines on the side like I had originally intended, so we're just gonna change it up. I do think that that's part of Animal Crossing decorating, is just kind of being really flexible, because sometimes I've found that the ideas I have in my mind don't always translate as well in person. All right, so I went ahead and jumped ahead. We put down some pathing because I do love this natural dirt path, and it does take a while to put down, but it's a lot like a jigsaw puzzle. If you have a main path you're using on your island, I think that as you kind of get used to how to put the pieces together, it's just nice having those sorts of paths. I think they add a lot of character to an island, and they for sure make it stand out. There's a lot of really fantastic overlay type of paths as well, so that if you want the pathing to show up on your map, then you can use the in-game pathing, and there's a lot of great paths that will sort of go over top of that, and it really does look super cute that way if you're able to find something of that nature. We're going to plop in these trees because I do want this to be super lush. I want this to sort of be like a foresty area that's slightly mysterious and just sort of has that natural, I don't know, glowing ambiance to it for Ione. And so I'm thinking of putting down a few of more of the glowing items. So either the glowing moss boulders, or I'm thinking maybe one of those ponds, the glowing ponds, which are super cute. I really love that item. I've also been dying to use the mysterious cauldron, but I think we'll have to save that for another time because it doesn't really go with the vibe that we have going on in Polarbelle. But yes, really excited to use that eventually too. So now we'll start placing some more items, probably a ton of the wheat field, and then things like the duck decoy and this really cute zodiac rabbit I think will kind of blend in nicely to look like little forest creatures. And then things like this log. I love this log bench, the wild log bench. Oh my gosh, I was like for sure hunting down that recipe at the very beginning of the game because it's just so versatile. I love it. And then just kind of adding in little filler things again, like flowers. We're kind of sticking to maybe white and purple tones, maybe a few blue flowers here and there for this island. I love the idea that a lot of the creators in our community have come up with sort of just sticking to a certain color palette of flower when they're decorating their islands, or maybe just sticking with a certain type of flower. I know that when you get your island, you get sort of like your native flower. We got wind flowers actually for this island, which I kind of love those flowers. They're very pretty. They sort of resemble poppies. But yeah, really love them. But I wanted to kind of add a lot of purple, just kind of pops of color in that way. Okay, we're gonna put down a log chair. I love this super cute blue gingham. It's like a faded blue gingham pattern. I really love it. It's just kind of quaint and cute. And I wanted to put down the telescope and then a little snack for Ione so that as she's stargazing, she has a little something to eat. And I love the scones, but honestly, I think what would be perfect here are the moon cakes. So I'm gonna try to get some moon cakes out of storage. We'll sort of switch that up. And then we're gonna decorate the inside of her house too. So once we get everything situated here, I'm gonna jump forward in time because I want y'all to see the inside of her house and then just kind of take one more peek at how everything kind of came together for her yard. So far, I'm pretty happy with it, and I think she really will be too, hopefully. All right, here we go. Let's go to tomorrow. Yes, love it. Okay, so I actually went to really early in the morning because I just adore the glow of the early morning hours, and the music is so peaceful. But I do love how the early morning hours, not only is there the gorgeous green toned sky, you can still see the glow of the frozen items. And of course, with our little star fragment lamp up there at the top, I think is a nice little touch for her. And yeah, really happy with how this one came together. We're gonna climb down here. There's a little space where you can climb up, which I like because it does make it a little more versatile to make it easier for friends to sort of meander through your island if they get lost. And we ended up putting a gazebo here for this transition area. I love that it matches the house. Love these gazebo items. There's so much creativity that you can use when you're creating buildings, little buildings for your beaches or all throughout your island, woodsheds, anything like that with these gazebos. They really are a great item. Take a little seat here and enjoy our moon cakes. Do a little stargazing. You can see the stars are still out a little bit this morning here on Polarbelle. Love it, love it. Love the tone. I'm really happy that her house, the door seems to match perfectly with the storefront that we used to sort of extend her house. Little gyroid buddy over here. All in all, I'm really happy with how this came together. So, FYI, we are doing more subscriber island tours. I'm so excited. I just wanted to thank all of you guys from the bottom of my heart for all of your submissions. I have been positively overwhelmed in the best way with all of your submissions to have your islands toured on the channel, and I'm working through the list. I can't wait to share all of your amazing creativity with our community as we sort of work through the builds for Polarbelle to finish it up before the snow melts. We have a little sitting area over here. I just used these little custom patterns to create a couple of blankets overlapped and just kind of trying to zhuzh up this area to fill in the spots on the beach. I think we'll probably leave the bulk of the beaches on this island mostly natural. We're going to jog through Bam's yard. If you missed that build video, please check it out. We had a lot of fun creating a little hockey rink for him, an outdoor hockey rink. And here is how the finished product of this area of Ione's yard came together. I'm really happy with it. I actually ended up swapping out that pond that we considered using with another of the glowing moss boulders. I just think that it felt to me like it fit a little bit better than the pond. The pond seemed a little bit too tropical for me. But yeah, really happy with how this came together. Put a few little creatures here and there like bunny rabbits and duck decoys just to kind of give it a more natural feel and look in this spot. Love it, love it. We also used some of the decayed trees in the customized in the white color. I love this item. I feel like I was waiting forever for them to come out with something like this as soon as we had the spooky trees, which were basically the same item with the pumpkins all together, and really happy that they came out with one that was a little bit more versatile that we could use all throughout the year. Okay, so let's pop inside. I want you guys to see how the interior came together for Ione. I hope you like it. It was sort of just a little bit of an ambiance twist. Oh, hi! Oh my gosh, check it out. She's so cute. Wanted to create the look of a little window, a nook where she can type and do a little bit of writing and reading, a little bit of studying for all of her stargazing, and just kind of pull together this cozy little look of maybe a frozen winter cabin, that sort of look. I did pops of gold everywhere with the gold gears, which I completely adore this item. It's just a little bit loud in my opinion, but I do love how all of the gold items in here sort of pull out the stars on her rug. I love this rug. I felt like this was the perfect type of rug to use, and yeah, really happy with how this came together for her. Love it, love it. We also used some glow-in-the-dark stickers on the back window with the accent wall, and really love the glow-in-the-dark stickers. For any of our new friends that are new to Animal Crossing, if you can find a glow-in-the-dark sticker item, please, please, please get your hands on it, and they're stellar for decorating the interior because you can use custom designs on them to overlay them on these accent walls and really love this design. Such a genius idea, and I forget who came up with this idea in our community, but I just love it. It's been taking our community by storm, and yeah, really love how this came together for her. She's happy. That makes me happy. Yes, I love your fortune telling set. She's so cute. I totally adore like how she has the pops of glowing green on her little feet, arms, and ears. She's just so cute, and her tail has the constellation stars on it. Yes, love it. All right, guys, I think that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this build, and I hope that I brought you inspiration that you can take back to use on your islands. I really, truly do love and enjoy sharing all of our ideas on the channel with you all, and I can't thank you enough for all of your kind comments and your support on the channel. You all truly do mean the world to me, and I'm so thankful that we are able to spend time in this community together. Just as a reminder, you can find me on Instagram at Peppy Crossing Play, so feel free to pop over there, give me a follow. I do post pictures on there of all of the builds that we do on the channel, as well as the island tours. So yeah. All right, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and the bell so that you'll receive notifications when I post new content. Wishing you all an amazing day. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.